Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's TPM5 here, back again with another NBA video. And today's video we're going to be previewing the Milwaukee Bucks offseason, look at some trade rumors, some players that could pick up in the draft, look at their salary cap, and then talk about free agency. So without further ado, let's get started. Throughout the first 28 games of the year, the Bucks were 16-12, which was a far cry from the prior years where they led the league in wins in the regular season. However, it was all for something, and they ended up winning a title for the first time with Giannis, and it was very surprising actually that this was the year they would do it. But the combination of clicking at the right time and also injuries to opponents that led them to win. I'm not delegitimizing that title at all. I think that it's a very good title for the NBA's parity, and Giannis is very likable, especially in his press conference as well when he called out the All-Star, not the All-Star, well basically the super teams that he would have had to have faced if they were healthy. And I respect him and Chris Middleton and also Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday didn't have it easy before he came here as well, so we appreciate these guys. But just a quick break, guys. I make NBA content 2 to 3 times a week. I've been doing these daily off-season previews, so please subscribe if that's something you're interested in. Also like and comment if we have anyone here, any Bucks fans, please comment, tell me guys if you think you can repeat. But yeah, here's the salary cap table for the Bucks. I'll have it up for another 20 or so seconds. So immediately you'll see Chris Middleton's actually paid more than Giannis this season, but that will change next season when Giannis's new deal at $39 million per year kicks in. Chris Middleton is with the team until 2024, given that he opts into his $40 million player option, and given that he'll be around 32 by then, I think it's likely that he will opt into that. Giannis is with the team until 2026, given he opts into that player option there for $52 million. And then obviously the thumbnail sake, Drew Holiday, he's guaranteed $123 million over the next 3 seasons, and then he has an option for a 4th year with a player option. They did have to overpay for him. I'm not going to beat around the bush. He was key to their title, and it feels kind of harsh to do this after they won, but the reality is that he didn't perform the greatest, and $36 million in a season where he'll be turning 34 or 35 doesn't look so great to me, at least. Brook Lopez is with the team as well for another 2 more seasons on 27.2 million until 2023. And then also Bobby Portis has a player option. I think that he should opt in, but he did boost his value quite a bit there in that run, especially in the finals. He was a great per 36-minute guy. They have DiVincenzo still there as well. Connaughton's there as well. So look, they have a key group of the guys there, and they have guys like Bryn Forbes, Jeff Teague, those guys that are kind of a bit replaceable, and you can kind of find an easy roster spot to replace them with. So it's not really the end of the world for them. I think that this team's in a great position to compete. I think their approach of not going full balls to the wall in the regular season helped them, and I think that's they had injuries in their favor, but I think that change of mentality probably helped them. Now I do want to talk about this because I think the Bucks won, but it could have very well been in spite of Coach Bud. The 51-year-old Coach Budenholzer has 1 more year remaining under the current contract. He's got a 162 and 65 regular season record with the Bucks during that time. His time that he's been there. I think that is obviously, he's a good coach, but it's obviously been inflated by the guys he's had to work with. And he has had some questionable in-game decisions. Giannis against Brooklyn, I'm not sure what he was doing there, keeping off of Durant when the series was on the line potentially. The offensive flow down the stretch too. I think that he asked Middleton to do too much, but that's kind of the nature of it. I think that Middleton's that guy. It's like the Kobe and Shaq combo, obviously a bit watered down, but that's the kind of combination it is. You'll have a guy that needs to take the ball down the stretch. Giannis was better at that in the finals, though, to be fair. But it's just a stagnant offense that Budenholzer runs, and I think he stays because they won the title. You can't really get rid of him because they won, but I think that if they didn't win and there were patches there where it looked like it was likely that he were to leave. But that's it for Coach Bud. For me, that's it with me talking about him. Now, depending on Forbes and Portis, the Bucks will be $10 million over the luxury tax, so it looks likely that they are going to have to trade some guys if they do want to make improvements to the roster. Lopez, is 33 and had a very good season stretching the floor for the Bucks. He's on $27.2 million over the next 2 years. So if they believe that he can be their center for the next 2 years and keep him, but if they do want to make upgrades, that contract is valuable or could be something for them to do. You could move him to another team to create cap space. but I think that you should probably persist with him. He's such a great fit, and he did play pretty well in the finals as well. And now just going to talk about some free agency targets as well. Someone like Alec Burks or Lou Williams will be available in this free agency, and those are guys that can create for themselves and score for themselves, which would give them some perimeter creation. Obviously, it's something they lacked and relied a lot on Chris Middleton for. I think those could be options. Big man Daniel Tyson and Enes Kanter could be available for, cheaper than what some of the centers in the market would be valued at. And I'm pretty sure the Bucks' first pick in this draft is pick 31 overall. They could pick Miles McBride, the point guard out of West Virginia. I think that their draft pick, that it's kind of a bit of a crapshoot in the second round, but there could be some value for them to be had. But yeah, please don't forget to comment, also like, share, and subscribe. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you. See you in the next video.